Dark Souls 1, undoubtedly one of the most important things ever made. The creation of Hidetaka Miyazaki will make you wander in a world full of mystery and challenges, most notable of which its bosses. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Just imagine waking up in a weird room with just a pair of shorts and a cooking knife. Real life experience, by the way. You walk 10 minutes and out of nowhere this fat ass bitch shows up. I know, it's fucking insanity, and it's still a real life experience. So in today's video, I will be ranking every boss from Dark Souls, including the DLC, in my cute tier list to prove that the money I spent on the green screen wasn't a waste. It probably was. Starting off the list with the first boss of the game, Asylum Demon. And you heard me already in terms of what the f is going on, ST, no doubt in my mind. But once you get to fight him, there's nothing really special about him. Just plunge attack, beat up the butt, I wish, and it's done. It's not really a challenge, nor is it that fun, but it is the first boss of one of the first games, so I shouldn't be expecting much. Regardless of that, 5 out of 10 tier. Taurus Demon. This boss, once again, nails the wow factor and the atmosphere. It's its best feature by far. After getting ass pumped by all of these enemies, almost getting smashed by a flaming rolling barrel, you go up these stairs from this tower, you walk on a seemingly safe bridge, you run from the archers, because you are not going up there to kill them, who the fuck is, and when you reach the end, when you finally reach your safety, this demon comes out of nowhere to fuck you up. No warning, just acceptance. It's terrifying for a first playthrough, but again, once you get to fight him, there's not a lot to him. Yes, it's better than the first one, there's a lot more complexity. If you think a little, you can plunge attack, he can fall, you can fall, you have to be more careful, but it's not really the best. It's okay. It's fun, but tier. Now this guy with the stick, Hevel. You might be saying, hey man, but this is not even a boss, what are you talking about? Yeah, for that, fuck you. For you it might not be a boss, but for me, it is most definitely a boss. Fighting this dude with a +0 weapon on a first playthrough was almost impossible. It really was a huge pain in the ass, and not that kind of pain in the ass where you moan, but the kind of pain in the ass where you are like, ouch. And I guess I knew I didn't have to fight him, but at the same time I had to fight him. It was my duty. And I defeated him, and for those reasons, Hevel goes to the I was getting crazy tier. Next up, Gargoyles. Oh, this next one. I hate this shit. I mean, these shits. The Gargoyles are just a stupid amalgamation of diarrhea. I just can't stand them, but I will tell you my points. First of which, the run. Taurus Demon run, for example, is annoying, but it's manageable. The Gargoyle's run was made to make you mad. Yes, there is one run which is worse, and you know what I'm talking about. But the problem with this one is that the boss isn't even good. You do all of that run, that annoying run for the boss, to not even be enjoyable. My main gripe with it's because of the second one that spawns halfway through. They were not made to be a gank boss. I just can't stand them. They are both aggressive, one of them spits fucking fire, they do a ton of damage for the early game, they don't even let you heal, you can fall like out of nowhere because it's on top of a roof. It just fucking sucks, I can't stand it. Biggest piece of dog shit tier. Now Moonlight Butterfly. I don't really have a lot to say about her. Yes, the vibe is cool, and the first time I fought her I was really scared, I was confused, I didn't know what I had to do. I was low on Estus, low on life, I didn't know the path to reach her, I was fucking lost. But once she got down and I was able to pound her ass like a motherfucker, I very rapidly discovered that I was worried by nothing and that the fight was kind of a G's of a monkey. G's man tier. And now, oh now, Capra Demon. Another day, another bad boss. Sometimes I don't get Miyazaki. Like, just imagine this situation. So, let's take a very fast enemy, an enemy from the later game, put it in a very small room with probably one of the worst enemies we've created so far. Two of them, actually.
Oh my god, Miyazaki-san, that's such a great idea. Can I suck your cock?
It's ungodly bad. He's too fast for the space where he's at. You can't see shit, there's two dogs attacking you. He's a late game enemy, which means that it fucking sucks. And his run back is outstandingly bad, one of the worst in the game. So it's an overall bad fight. I can't... It's bad. Biggest piece of dog shit here. Okay, now, calming down a bit, Gaping Dragon. I can't really tell you what normally people feel about this fight, but for me, this fight is great. One of the most, if not the most underrated fight in Dark Souls 1 and probably in the Souls franchise as a whole. It's a super crazy, big ass fight. Not too hard, the presentation is really cool and mysterious, and it looks like a pussy. In addition to this fight got really stuck in my mind for one thing. You know, I got into the fight really lost in a difficult ass area like a maze. I got there, I saw this thing coming from the sewers or whatever. I was low on life, low on everything, and I got called to go dinner. Like, I was already stressed because how am I supposed to defeat this, and how am I supposed to get here again? But I was also fucking scared to get a beating from my mom because Dark Souls doesn't have a pause feature. So yeah, this fight was terrifying for two reasons, and it's going to the great tier. Amazing fight. Now, this guy, it's literally the same as the first one. It has like one or two different attacks, and the thing is, the first one was special because it had the wolf factor, and it was the first boss. This is just lame. It's not good, okay? Your mom but chunkier tier. Badass boss. To compensate this shithead, we finally reached the first challenge of the game. I mean the first good challenge of the game. Fuck you gargoyles and fuck you demon. I don't really remember your name. Copper Demon. Quilak is just a good, well-rounded boss. And I'm not even talking about the tits. Lore, check. Vibe, check. Menina gostosa, check. It's so good. The run is kinda shit, yes, and annoying, but you are rewarded with such an amazing fight. And you won't even have to do that run over and over again because the fight is hard, but not hard enough to make you hate your life. It's a manageable challenge that makes you respect her. Also, you can get the best weapon of the game, honestly, and her design is just fucking badass, one of the best in the franchise. Also, you literally can beat on a woman, like actively trying to slice her. How better could it be? Great tier. This last section was a joke. I don't really condone violence against women. I only condone violence to Honkai players. Yeah, that's it. Take your damn ad and swallow. Now, my spiritual animal, the sea wolf. This is not a wolf, this is a cat, but it's cute. I like it. But yeah, the wolf. And you know why the wolf is my spiritual animal? Because the wolf is born good, but then the tits corrupt him. Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Everyone loves this fight. I don't know one single person that doesn't like this fight. I also don't know a lot of people, but it's a wolf with a sword in his mouth.
If you don't like him, then I don't like you.
Anyway, the lore is also great. The sword that he has belonged to his former master that has been engulfed by the void and that will never come back to him. But he doesn't know, so he forever waits in a lonely forest until you go there and you kill him. You damn animal. I don't really know if this is the lore, but this is how I do my interpretation about it. So yeah, if you want to know lore, you're on the wrong channel. Great tier. Well, Iron Golem. Iron Golem is fun, but right away, I like the presentation, I like the fact that it is a giantess armor, I love the area where it is, but it just has so many things that I don't really enjoy, that are kind of annoying. And the biggest of them, just like many others, is the run. The run is really, really bad. And the thing is, if you do the slightest mistake, it just throws you into the void, and you have to redo all of the run again. Also, again, the fight is not really that impressive either. He's a boss, just attack the boot or whatever, and it's done. Yeah, it's just that. It's a fun but tier. Priscilla. I don't know nothing about that, homie. Yes, it's true. Never fought her. Next.
I don't know nothing about that.
And finally, we have arrived at the best boss yet. These two guys are without a doubt a masterpiece among bosses from Software. Everyone loves them. Love the design, love the lore, love the difficulty. I never thought them to be really that hard, which is cool, meaning that I didn't have to do the fucking run back countless times. Also, I really like that thing that they put in the fight, like you are able to pick which boss you will fight next on the second phase. That's really cool. And also, yes, there's the thing about pillars. The internet really likes to talk about these damn pillars. Fuck that. Everything is good. Fuck the pillars. I am hard, dear. Dark Sun Gwendolyn. I don't know nothing about that. Yes, I know, again. Dark Souls 1 is really the only game from Software where I didn't kill every boss. I just don't know why. I didn't really feel like defeating him, so I don't know nothing about that here. Yeah, Pinwheel. Pinwheel, man. That shit ain't even a boss, let's all be honest here. But yeah, I almost don't have an opinion on it. Everything reminds me of a 2-pound piece of shit. And again, I think that everyone can agree, this guy is just a joke. A bad joke. Firstly, and I know I'm getting kind of repetitive, but the run. From Software knew that this boss would be easy peasy lemon spread. So what did they do? They created the definition of devil in one enemy. The fucking wheels. And what did they do? On top of that, they put a bunch of them in one place for you to run through to get to the boss. A boss that fucking sucks. Biggest piece of dog shit here. Keeping up with skeletons and thankfully not the wheels, Gravelord Needle. And I will be as honest as I can be. This fight, for me, is just at best meh. From the beginning to the end, I just don't get it. I don't know if there's a lot of hype towards him, but it never resonated with me. The fight, I don't like it. The run isn't even hard, it's fucking boring. The area that I got through, it's cool, but it's annoying, so overall the fight is just annoying. It's just not okay. I don't really hate it, but I definitely don't love it, so 5 out of 10 tier. But this one I like. Sid the Scaleless is just so freaking cool. It all starts with the first time you meet it. You just die. You can't do nothing about it. You just die. You can try as hard as you can, you will die. And when you do die, you wake up in a cell, you can't fast travel, you can't go anywhere. You are just able to get out, go through that weird library, fight him once again, and then you can defeat him, and then it's cool, and I just love the boss. I can't really tell you a reason, the fight isn't that special. I guess it's the lore. The lore is cool. I won't tell you about it. I'm certified in being autistic. I'm not certified in giving you lore. Go to any other channel. I just like the fight, okay? Everything is cool. The whispers, the intrigue is... I don't fucking know. I like this fight. Me approves. Next one. Next one is also pretty cool. Pretty cool, but the 40s. First of all, I love where they're at. I love the place. It's a city full of ghosts and... Ghosts? I like it, okay? I like it. I like that ambience. I like horror things. So a city full of ghosts, it's really, really cool. The place where you fight him also, a weird void. An endless void, actually. It's so goddamn epic, but my problem with the fight is the following. First of all, the void fucks up with my head, you know, the lack of depthness. My head starts hurting. I don't really like it. Second of which, the fight is just stressful. You have to fight him rapidly, so when the other one spawns, they know 4 kings, so there's gonna be 4 kings, and they spawn on top of each other, and you have to kill each and one of them fast enough so they don't amalgamate all in front of you. I don't know. It's fun, but dear, it's okay. Now, let's rapid fire these next ones, okay? Ceaseless Discharge. It's literally me tier. Next one, another boss, another shit. Centipede Demon. I don't like it. It's not the worst, it's clearly not the best, it probably stinks, and it's as not memorable as it can be. Jizzman tier. Fire Sage Demon. It's literally again the same as the first boss, but this time on fire. Your Mamba on fire tier. 3 bosses in rapid fire mode, but let's chill out a bit, okay? Let's...
Whoa, look at him!
Is that a Bat of Chaos? A Cama do Caos.
Não é mesmo?
I cannot chill with this one. Bat of Chaos. Well, you see, this boss is kind of a challenge for me to talk about because I don't think that she's as bad as the other people say that she is. Quite honestly, I really enjoy her. She's different than 99% of the bosses. He has a checkpoint throughout the fight, which makes her easier, and the trees or whatever never got into my nerves because unlike you weird persons, I know how to dodge a tree coming in my way. So I don't know, the boss, it's cool, I guess. It's an okay boss. It's not on the level of Ornstein and Smough and Twilight, of course not, but it's an okay boss. It's fun, but dear, it's better than the gargoyles at least for me. If you saw my top 10 boss list, you know in which category this motherfucker is going. Right on top of the I'm art tier right away. The shitty run doesn't really affect me, this boss is just so overall amazing. You defeated all of those hyper strong enemies, passed all of the challenges. You go down on this deep void where this weird worm came from. You go down these heavenly stairs, you get to the boss and he's just there waiting for you, and wow, man, what an incredible fight. I mean, if you didn't like this fight, you are a soulless pig. Music, great. Difficulty, I find it hard to this day, because I don't know, my brain can't parry in these games besides Sekiro, so the fight is really hard to this day. Everything is amazing, everything in this fight is amazing, please understand it. You need to understand that this fight is just incredible. On top of the I'm art tier, on top of it, on top of every fucking thing, it's great. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Okay, now we've reached DLC time. Sanctuary Guardian. To be honest, I'm not really a fan. I have to be completely honest. For me, a fight has to be memorable, and even though this design is cool, you know, it's a weird lion scorpion, I don't really vibe with the fight. It's really, maybe it's because it's on the first stages of the DLC. I don't know, 5 out of 10 tier. This next one is a staple of boss quality from Software, a remarkable achievement for its time. It is undoubtedly one of the best creations of Miyazaki, and I even have a little statue of him, Knight Artorias, or Artorias Knight, I don't know, this guy. This dude is almost on green level, almost, meaning that he is just so goddamn badass. Seeing this guy front flipping and jumping in a game where you move like a fucking hot potato is really terrifying. Then you have the lore, which is phenomenally sad, poor good boy, and you are bound to have an amazing boss that deserves nothing less than a I'm hard tier, not on green level, but almost. It is certainly ahead of its time, and it served as inspiration for many bosses to come. I really love you, Artorias. I would suck you. No. Okay, now Black Dragon Calamity. I kinda have mid-year PTSD, so I never fought him. I know another one, but I promise I just didn't defeat these 3. The rest of the From Software bosses, I defeated them all, I think. But anyway, I don't know nothing about that tier. And finally we've reached the final boss, Manus. Father of the Abyss, Manus. It's the Manus. It just gives you the feels, it challenges you in a good way, and I mean, the design just resonates with me. And also, just like Artorias, it feels that it is not from this time. It feels ahead of its time, really. A lot of magic coming in, no jumps and whatever. And again, Dark Souls 1 isn't really known for its diversity of movement, so it is really terrifying. Anyway, the boss is great, and it deserves nothing less than a great tier. And this finishes up the video. Tier list complete. Just look at it. That's why I love From Software games. You have the masterpieces like Wynn and Artorias, the shitheads like the Gargoyles, Capra Demon. All of those guys are important to make us appreciate the game as a whole. But I would not mind not having to defeat Capra Demon once again, because that shit fucking sucks. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Play Dark Souls 1 if you haven't already, and peace! Está feito.